Chapter 2. London's Icons, Royal Drama. Tower views and that big clock everyone talks about. So, you've made it to London and now you're ready to tick off the greatest hits. But here's the deal, this isn't just a city with landmarks. This is a city that collects them like trophies. And each one has enough backstory, scandal, and sparkle to fill a Netflix docuseries. Grab your umbrella and your camera, or let's be real, your phone. Because we're about to strut through history, London style. Big Ben, the diva of clocks. Let's start with the star of the show, Big Ben. Actually, quick fact check. Big Ben is the nickname for the bell, not the tower, but no one cares. Call it the wrong thing and Londoners will still roll their eyes politely. Standing tall beside the Houses of Parliament, Big Ben is basically London's influencer. Always photogenic, always on schedule, always chiming in at the right time. And yeah, she's had work done. Years of renovation later, she's gleaming like she just came back from a spa retreat. Best time to go? Late afternoon or golden hour. That sunlight hits the tower just right. Worst time? Anytime you're standing there thinking you'll get an empty shot. Good luck. Big Ben never travels solo. Pro tip, once you're done admiring, walk across Westminster Bridge. That skyline? Instant cinematic gold. Buckingham Palace, where royal gossip meets perfect symmetry if Big Ben's the diva. Buckingham Palace is the queen, literally and figuratively. It's grand, it's guarded, and it is surrounded by tourists who are way too invested in seeing someone wave from a window. You'll probably catch the changing of the guard, which is basically British military cosplay with a brass band. It is cool the first time, but if you re-stuck behind a crowd of selfie sticks, you might rethink your life choices. Still, there's something undeniably magical about that palace. Maybe it's the precision of the guards, maybe it's the gold gates, or maybe it's the idea that actual royalty lives right there while you re-eating crisps on the curb. Hot tip, don't just see it from the front. Walk around to St. James's Park. Stunning gardens, pelicans, swans, and the best view of the palace framed by trees. That's your money shot. The Tower of London, where history gets dark and juicy. The Tower of London isn't just an attraction. It's a full-blown medieval soap opera. Think executions, betrayals, ghost stories, and crown jewels, all under one very dramatic roof. It started as a fortress, then a royal prison, then an execution site. And now, a museum where yeoman warders, aka beefeaters, tell you creepy tales with a smirk. It's one of those places that'll make you realize how brutally fascinating history can be. And yes, you have to see the crown jewels. They're kept in a vault tighter than your travel budget. The line can be long, but those diamonds, worth it. Just don't try to take a selfie too close. Those guards don't play. Bonus, the ravens at the tower are practically celebrities. Legend says if they ever leave, the kingdom will fall. Don't be the idiot who tries to feed one. Tower Bridge, not London Bridge, you tourist. Let's clear this up once and for all. Tower Bridge is the fancy one with the blue suspension cables and two majestic towers. London Bridge is, well, a regular bridge. Sorry to ruin your nursery rhyme dreams. Tower Bridge looks like a fairy tale gate into the city, and walking across it feels cinematic. Especially when the drawbridge lifts for a ship. You can even go inside and walk on the glass floor high above the Thames. It's equal parts terrifying and awesome. And if you go at night, the whole thing lights up, like a scene from a music video you didn't know you were starring in. Westminster Abbey, weddings, coronations, and ghostly guests, this place is a living time capsule. And by living, I mean it's been hosting every royal milestone since forever. Westminster Abbey is where kings are crowned, queens are buried, and everyone in between gets a marble plaque if they're lucky. The inside? Pure Gothic drama. High ceilings, stained glass, and enough history to make your high school textbooks look like TikTok summaries. And yes, you'll walk right past the graves of people like Isaac Newton and Charles Dickens. So maybe show a little respect between selfies. Trafalgar Square and the National Gallery, art and chaos collide. If you want to see London's energy in one snapshot, this is the place. Trafalgar Square is basically the city's living room. Pigeons, fountains, protests, and buskers all fighting for attention. And right at its edge sits the National Gallery, which houses masterpieces by legends like Van Gogh, Monet, and Da Vinci, all for free. Inside, timeless art. Outside, someone in a Spider-Man costume doing questionable flips for spare change. London in a nutshell. St. Paul's Cathedral, heaven with a view. This Baroque masterpiece dominates the skyline like it owns the place. And honestly, it kind of does. You'll climb hundreds of stairs to reach the dome, but when you do, that panoramic view will slap the fatigue right out of you. Inside, the Whispering Gallery is a trip. Say something softly on one side, and someone on the other side hears it. Perfect for testing if your travel partner's still listening to you after 3 days together. Midday recharge. Coffee and people watching. At some point, you'll need a break. And London's coffee scene has your back. Grab a flat white in Soho, sit by a window, and just watch the city move. Business people running late, tourists lost in translation, fashion students in outfits that defy logic. London is an endless parade of personalities. Pro tip: avoid the big chains. The indie cafes are where the magic and oat milk happen. Your icon game plan if you're short on time. Here's the vlogger-approved route to knock out the icons without dying of exhaustion. Start early at Westminster Abbey, then hit Big Ben and the Parliament area. Walk across Westminster Bridge to snap the London Eye. Hop on the tube to Tower Hill for the Tower of London and Tower Bridge. End your day at St. Paul's Cathedral for sunset shots and an epic city view. If you still have energy, reward yourself with a pint at a riverside pub. You've earned it. The real vibe. Here's the thing about London's icons. They're famous for a reason. But when you're standing there, soaking in the history, the noise, and the pure grandeur, you realize it's more than sightseeing. It's stepping into stories that built an empire, inspired generations, and still make the city tick. And honestly, even when it's raining sideways and your camera lens fogs up, London still looks damn good. Up next, beyond the postcards, hidden London gems you've never heard of. We're ditching the crowds and heading into the secret spots, quirky alleys, underground bars, and that random cafe that'll become your new favorite place on Earth.